Well, howdy, Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to We're Almost at Christmas. So, yay! Thumbs up for that. I hope your holiday times have been nice and things are going well for you. That would be very good. It would definitely be a thumbs up, definitely plus a good thing. So, yay! My life has been really boring because of the change in weather and everything just happening inside of my own head. I, of course, don't get much done, during the daytime, except when I suddenly feel the urge. Like yesterday, I did a recording on a game, and I thought that was fun. I mean, there's no great call for any of the content I produce online, but I'm trying to still, even in the midst of all the turmoil going on up here in my head, I am trying to still maintain some sort of normality. So thumbs up on that. And of course, to front load the video, hey, if you could interact with the YouTube algorithms and drop me a comment, that would be very cool. If you could toss me a like if you like what you're seeing here, that'd be cool as well. If you could subscribe to the channel if you haven't, yay, that would be very cool. And of course, I do want to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. Each one of these people helps to keep me alive. I am disabled. I am on an extremely limited income, and without these people's help, I would not do well. So thank you, each and every one of these beautiful and awesome people, for helping me to survive. It is good. So, there are links to my Patreon. There are links in the video description, so wherever it is, if you could check it out, that'd be cool. Thumbs up on that. So, yeah, I didn't do a whole lot. And yesterday, boy, I just felt terrible at one point. I was halfway dozing here in my chair and halfway watching stuff, so not in a good condition in the first place, but I was really slouching, because sometimes when I'm not thinking and I just want to relax a bit, and I should go lie down, but when I'm in that state, I can't think clearly, I'll slouch down, scooch things out so that I'm not stressing out my chair or my back overly, and then I'm in a U shape, a C shape, except it's not my waist where I'm bent, it's my low back and mid back. That ain't good, and especially yesterday when I finally was able to think properly again. Oh, my chest felt terrible. I think what happened, because I have had bad heartburn and gastric reflux most of my life, I think in the position that I was in, bent up as I was, it was, you're of limited size and shape inside, so everything that's down here was getting squished up into this direction. And, that kind of pushes your gut upward into your stomach, and your stomach sort of squidges stuff upward, and I've had troubles with heartburn, as stated. That's the gastric contents coming up your throat a bit. If I had a lot of, things aren't moving, or things are getting squidged back up this direction while I was laying there, yeah, no wonder I felt terrible. I mean, I was honestly just going, I'm going to have a heart attack? Am I dying? Just because I was shrimping in my chair? But, I went outside, I cooled down, and I just took it easy, walked around a bit, and felt better. Not perfect, but felt better. The whole stomach idea I thought of and just talked about was, while I was on walkies last night, I was thinking about all this stuff, because I had a sour stomach all night still. I mean, I was still burping up stuff from the taste of stuff that I'd had like that morning, 12 hours ago. So I mudged up my insides by shrimping in my chair. Don't do that. Ugh. On the other hand, too, I mean, hey, there's even people that are cardiac experts that mistake cardiac stuff for, my stomach isn't feeling good, and then they take a bunch of things like Rolaids, and then they die because they were having a heart attack, and they didn't know it. And these are the people that are experts in the field. So, I mean, it could be that, except when I'm out wondering, gosh, is it my heart? Am I stressing out my heart? Am I going to have a heart attack? I'm also race walking 4 kilometers per hour, 3 miles per hour up hills while wondering if, gosh, is it my heart? Am I going to have a heart attack? And having no problems here, no problems anywhere in my body, no hypoxia, no stress, no issues, no nothing. So I don't think it's that. So it was just a fun day yesterday. But still, it was raining, sorta. The fun part about that was it wasn't raining when I started walkies. So I took my small umbrella with me and not my big umbrella. By the time I was 4/5 through my walk and coming up on Safeway, it was raining hard. So hard that my little medium-sized travel umbrella was raining through. It was just not holding up. And that was great. So I walked inside, a lot wetter than I should have been. And then by the time I came out, it was still raining, but the closer I got back to southern Shelton, by the time I came home, it wasn't raining again. So I was soaked. Every single day now, when I go out walkies, I have to dry my shoes overnight on top of the space heater here. So joy on that. But past that, it's a nice walk. I do a good anywhere from 4.5 to 6 miles every night, and that's good. You gotta stay active, you gotta stay healthy. Definitely a thumbs up on that. I spent way too many years not being active and not being healthy. Hokey smokes. When I was anywhere from like 240 to 290 pounds during the time I was married to my wife. And then afterward, I ballooned upward to 325. I didn't want to get sick, and I'm not really glad that I got really sick. At some point, just before I started up my channel, I couldn't even eat. I lost 160 pounds in a month and a half. And I have been now right at the weight I've been at, right around 200 for like 2 years. And before that, it was anywhere between 170 and 190. I don't ever want to get heavier again. And that's why I'm going out walkies all the time and trying to keep my weight down. So, yay. Still, health stuff that I got to make calls on, but with all this going on with the weather and all the mental stuff going on, I'm in survival mode right now. It is so hard to push through my executive dysfunction. So at least I got the one thing done. Last February, or even was it January, I had tried to get 2 things done. One of them was the colonoscopy. I got that one done. It took almost a year, but I got it done. I just got to get this second one done because I don't want to die of skin cancer or any other kind of cancers. But past that, I was also watching another video that talked about why we play video games and the loops that they make and things that are fun and interesting, intrinsic versus extrinsic stuff. One of the other things that I'm always interested in about that, because of my ADHD, I also play a lot of action roguelikes and stuff like that. These are games that are generally bright. There's bright lights, lots of flashy stuff happening. Of course, my ADHD is going to love that. Lots of good, loud noises. Yeah, my ADHD is going to focus in right on that. And the thing about an action roguelike especially, there's a lot of first-person action roguelikes, and those are ones that I really enjoy. One that I've done a Let's Play for, or long play in my case, for the channel here, about the game Into the Pit. That's perfect for me. I've been playing that a ton. They are different because it's all semi-random, but they all follow the same broad path, so it's always new but recognizable, with bright lights and flashy sounds. And this one especially, it's just got me hooked now, so thumbs up on that. One of the other things I did want to talk about is about the whole fiction thing with the inside-outside. Over the past couple of days, I have finally come to a fuller understanding of just exactly what this all is. I've talked about how there's like an infinite ocean if you walk out far enough on the inside. The entirety of the inside is that deep, vast, heavy, unmoving, patient ocean of untapped potential and possibility. That is what the inside is. Every time you pass through a door, it is a touchdown point where, effectively, with good grace and good humor, the untapped potential within is saying, please enter and be friends. Each of these doors is at the center of it's a radius of 10 million kilometers, so it's, circumference of 20 million, with the door at the center. Land outward, the last million kilometers is of a beach, and then you reach the ocean of untapped potential and possibility that is the inside. I had finally come to a full understanding on that. No matter where you go, that is the inside. The doors and the lands that are created around the doors are fun, great, and wonderful, but they're a side effect of the inside. And so that helped me realize, because I've talked about before you can't go up into space. You can't fly. There's no air travel inside. You're out of the range of glamours, and then there's nothing. And you travel into nothing far enough, you can't come back. And then you're gone. Space is unrealized potential, because every location, every layer on the inside has a different skyscape, a different starscape, and it's all half realized, but it can't be fully realized because you can't get there. The range of the glamours is such that you go up far enough, there's nothing. If the range of the glamours was further, you would reach a point where the energy that created the outside is not there. There's just that untapped potential. There'll be a burst of world-altering, world-creating energy. You don't exist anymore. And now there's another 10,000 kilometers of just atmosphere up. And if you reach the end of that, another 10,000 kilometers of atmosphere up that never ends. When there's more created upward, a conversion from untapped potential to reality. It just uses the basis of where you came from as a template for what to create. So it's always just more of where you came from. You can't ever reach out there. You can see it, it's half realized, but you'll never be able to reach it. And that's kind of sad, but life is life. One of the characters that I want to talk about, and I'm half realized, I come up with a name first, and that happens a lot. But it was too much like a real person. And the name Stovepipe Johnson, while nice, didn't really evoke the kind of character that I wanted. But it is a guy called Stovepipe Johnny, who was born outside and ended up, one of those types that before they were 18 years old, they had traveled the United States at least twice, hitchhiking, train, walking, whatever was necessary to get there. They've been through many doors across the U.S., into many razor's edges. And they like this one because there's no other place in the United States that they've traveled to, and probably the world, that has a place like the Crimson Kingdom. Because, behind the scenes, for a civilization to be that lasting, and then to be that close to the razor's edge, those are two things that are amazingly scantily, just tiny, tiny chances. And that they both happened, lasting and so close, hokey smokes. There's 2 other doors that lead into places like that, but they're not in the same time. One is going to happen far, far from now, and one happened a long, long time ago. Thumbs up. And I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank however many people have left me comments. There's rarely 25, but you know what? Anything more than 0 is awesome. Thank you so very much. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I am an American English speaker, and even though I can't American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, and more, I get lost a lot. Plus, I get distracted easily, and I have a really rough spot, like I had a blister on my palm, and I just found it this morning, and it's weird. I don't know what happened. I woke up and I've got this rough callus spot that's torn. I don't do anything weird with that hand, so I don't know why I've got that, so I'm distracted. But let me get to my Chrome. We have Mountain, a whole bunch of owls, and yeah, I love the rain too. It is awesome. Pancake Cookie, Merry Almost Christmas. I can't speak English. Craig YAC, thumbs up and good to see you. Yuki likes hot potatoes, good to see you as well. We have Larry from Space, oh, I certainly hope so, and thank you. Pure Gold _ thank you. Not Kuro, thumbs up and thank you very much. Oh, I love those retro style FPS stuff. They are beautiful. And Ben B, thumbs up, and snow would be nice. Snow would be nice. Oi. We have Autumn Princess, and I am very sorry. Panic attacks are awful. I used to have them a lot, and I really wish that I had advice. Oh boy, I was getting them horribly, and I don't know how to help, and I am sorry. Jocelyn Williams, thumbs up. We have Alan Oliveri, thumbs up, and I am sorry, but thank you. And then there is Tall Dude 123, doing my best to stay safe and warm and try and speak English properly. We have Presley GEURIN, thumbs up and thank you. And that is it. 13 people who left me comments in the past 24 hours. It is greatly appreciated to get me out of my head and into the world dealing with real people, if only for a short time, and if only in text. It is appreciated. Yay! And with my hands in the air. I do not know what device you're watching this on, so I don't know where the video description is, but inside of that I have links to all of my various channels. If you could check that out, that'd be very cool. I also have links to things like Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and again, I would like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. I mean it. I am on limited income, and I would not survive without the help of these people. Hokey smokes. It is greatly appreciated. And if you could help me by becoming one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. Thumbs up and thank you. If you'd like to help me out without becoming a patron, I do have a PayPal link where I'm not above grubbing for your spare change. So anything you could do to help would be awesome. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money, I do have an Amazon wishlist link with things like cat food and all that. If you could check it out, that'd be awesome. Yay! Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot or do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. Thank you very much. If you can toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, a definite thumbs up, and of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that'd be very cool as well. Thumbs up. Well, good golly, Miss Molly. These are good things. Keep them in mind. And of course, the horse head of encouragement wearing the powerful lobster hat. Well, it still wishes the very best for each and every one of us. So, with the covfefe bug still raging, if you don't have to go out amongst others, please don't. If you do, wear a mask, maintain your social distancing, wash your hands often, try not to touch your face. Get vaxxed if you're not, get a booster if you can. You gotta get through this. We don't want to be statistics. We're all going to be dead one day anyway. Don't rush it. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing. Yay, and thank you if you watch these to the end. It is very appreciated.